Bam, what's good? Jordan Baywood here, and I'm a music producer and audio engineer, and today we're gonna break down vocal compression. I promise if you stay to the end of this video, you will understand how to compress a vocal a little bit more. Okay, so the first thing actually I want to show you is this post by my good friend Alex Rome. He posted this about a year ago, Old Town Road by Lil Nas X, showing where everything is placed at in the mix. If you think about mixing is the art of creating space for elements so that a vocal, a beat, a bass can all work together as one. As you can see right here, we have the kick and 808 in the back. That's where usually it can be because the bass in the sub range is actually way louder than you actually perceive it. It's sitting back in the mix, tight in the mix. And then you got the banjo lead, and you got the leads, and you got the piano chords, and you got the clap, and then you got the vocals sitting right on top, and then a hi-hat, because a hi-hat is a lot of high frequencies, so it's going to usually sit on top of the beat, especially with this one. You see how he's showing it in a square? I really like this because when you record a vocal naturally, a little bit of your vocal is going to be down here and over here, and then up here too much, and maybe parts of it randomly come up here. And what we're doing with the compressor and mixing in general is we're pretty much gluing it all together to fit in its own space. So when you hear people saying, hey, how do I make a vocal sit on the beat, or how do I make it sit on top consistently? Well, that's the job of a compressor. We're just trying to make it consistent. We want to kind of glue it all together so it has its own space, and that's really what mixing, the job of a mix engineer is. It's giving everything its own space. So how can I give a vocal its own space where it's all over the map, where it's, you know, it's sitting down here with the lead and sitting down here with the kicks and in the same frequencies, and it's not going to be consistent. So now if we go over to Logic, and by the way, you can use any DAW you want. I use Logic Pro, but if we just listen to what we have here, and this is an artist that goes by Day. I actually made a Polo G vocal preset pack from this song, so if you're interested in that, you can get that down below. But anyways, I have a raw vocal and then the beat down here. And by the way, a lot of people ask me, how do you get the beat lower? Just turn the volume down in the beat. Always, when you get beats online and YouTube, they're too loud. So I'll make a separate video about that. But as you can see visually, you see how there's a lot of ups and downs and high points and stuff. That's called dynamic range. And when we talk, we have a dynamic range. Sometimes we get lower and sometimes we get higher. And the stuff in between that is our dynamic range. Do you really think that I can make a vocal sit in a specific space when the audio is looking like this? Probably not. So we're gonna want to control that. And the amazing part with rap and hip hop, we know that we're gonna be a little bit more aggressive with the compressor. So in most cases in rap and stuff, you're gonna always need a compressor. So let's just hear what we got, and we're gonna ask ourselves some questions. So my first thing is, hey, can I hear every word? Is it smooth? Is it sitting in its own space in the beat? That's what I'm thinking about. So let's listen.
I don't know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings, and I know that shit kinda hurt that I'm with the distance. And I know you really mad, hey, just know I got dreams bigger than Lizzo.
I can hear every word, and that's what I actually like to do. I like to balance the beat. I like to literally turn the volume down until I can hear every word. But what I notice in this vocal is that some words are too aggressive, like this first, right when it's coming in. So let's just actually mute the beat for now.
And I know you mad, you probably.
And I know, you see how aggressive that is? So we're gonna wanna tame that. So that's why we would decide to use a compressor, okay?
And I know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings, and I know that shit kinda hurt that I'm with the distance. And I know you really mad.
So it's kind of just all over the place. If we look back at that graph, his vocal is all over. So now we're trying to squeeze it in and tighten it up and put it in its own space. All right, so let's just put on a compressor. I'm gonna use our compressor by Waves. You can use any compressor, because at the end of the day, if you understand the fundamental of a compressor, you can use any compressor. So a lot of people come to me and they're like, hey, I saw that you taught how to use Logic's compressor, and I understand that, but can you teach me how to use a different compressor? Well, that shows me that you don't understand compression yet. And remember, compression is we're controlling dynamics, so we're making it more consistent. Consistency equals confidence. So we're gonna make this vocal seem more confident to listeners because it's in its own space consistently. That's how people perceive confidence in your voice, as long as with the words and cadence is everything is a big part of it. Okay, so let's first go over threshold. Anything that's over this threshold is what's gonna get compressed. So if I have it right here, all right, let's bring like this right here.
And I know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings.
So what I like doing to find threshold is trying to go to the lowest points, and then that's gonna be where we set our threshold just below that, okay? So if I go to like this end of this word, I would say. So we wanna zoom in a little more. So the cool thing about our compressor is once you stop it, it stays at the point where you need to go. So let's do this. Okay, so I see that it's around right here. You see how it's going a little bit above that? Okay, that's perfect. So also, just to make sure, before a compressor, we want to make sure that we get out the ground noise and the bass sound, the low bass that you probably don't hear in a vocal. So it's important before you start compressing just to take out those lows real quick and then put a noise gate on, or put everything before. And then I like to do a noise gate, and I'll just use one by Waves. Waves has a great one, and it's right here. So the gate.
And I know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings. And I know that shit kinda hurt that I'm with the dishes. And I know you really mad. Hey, just know I got dreams bigger.
So every word's coming in, and it's just cutting everything below that. So those things are just kind of essential before you start compressing, because you don't want to compress and start putting all that mud and ground space into your space that we're creating, right? No, you want to get rid of all that nasty junk and actually spend time to even get rid of frequencies that you don't like and before you start really compressing. All right, so a compressor, we got the threshold. Remember, we found the lowest point and then went a little bit under that. Now this guarantees that we're going to be compressing every word in his vocal take, which is amazing. So the ratio is how much gain reduction is going to happen. So the ratio is pretty much how strong this compressor is going to be. Now, since we're dealing with rap music, we know we have a more aggressive vocals. We know they have less dynamics because it's not really about dynamics in a rap performance. It's really about the cadence, the lyrics, and you know, all that stuff besides dynamics. Dynamics really matter when it's like a rapper is singing or rapping on just a piano. Now your vocal can be really dynamic on that because there's less going on and it can fill up more space. But when you have a busy beat like this, we have to put that vocal in its own little space. So that means we have to use a higher ratio. And I like using anything above like 3. I mean, we can even go to 8. Let's go to 8. Just kind of like to do a little bit more extreme so you kind of see. Now, attack is how quickly the gain reduction is going to happen. So, since it's a fast vocal, we want it to pretty fast attack. When you have a slower vocal, you can have a slower attack. In release, I just set it to the middle, and with our comp, if you have ARC on, it's going to be doing automatic release control. It's pretty much Waves technology to know when the compression can be released. So I wouldn't get so caught up on the attack and release because it's really going to sound usually good around, let's just do a 5. 5 usually always works. The attack and release kind of set around there. Middle release, pretty fast attack. And that's going to make sure that it's going to be smooth. So now when we play around with this, I'm going to play it and then mess around with the attack and release a little bit more. And you should start to hear big differences because I'm going to go extreme. Okay? So let's hear what we got.
And I know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings. And I know that.
Remember, we're compressing, so it's bringing everything down together. And then after we get it to where we like, we can increase the gain because we're kind of squeezing it together and it's going down. And then with gain, we're bringing it all back up as a whole. Okay? So we're not going to mess with gain yet.
And I know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings. And I know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings. And I know that shit kinda hurt that I'm with the distance. And I know you
I really like the 7 because it's actually really controlling this vocal. And as you can hear, it's like actually being consistent now. And then now we're gonna mess with the gain and increase the gain till it's sitting on top of the beat, okay?
And I know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings. And I know that shit kinda hurt that I'm with the distance. And I know you really mad, hey, just know I got dreams bigger than Lizzo. I just got my sweater designed straight from Kenzo. I've been riding in the Chevy Tahoe, it's the limo, yeah. And I know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter.
So having a really slow attack is going to make it really punchy and aggressive. You don't ever want to have a slow attack unless you're trying to build a snappy snare or snappy drums. With vocals, like I said, you're going to want to do it around the middle or a fast attack. Let's check out fast though.
And I know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings. And I know that shit kinda hurt that I'm with the distance. And I know you really mad, hey, just know I got dreams bigger than Lizzo.
You see how much better that sounds just when you have a medium-sized attack? It really does sound much better than the fast or really slow. So now I'm gonna mess with the release.
And I know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings. And I know that shit kinda hurt that I'm with the distance. And I know you really mad, hey, just know I got dreams bigger than Lizzo. I just got my sweater designed straight from Kim.
And then down here, instead of electro, you want to make sure you do opto because this is specific, like made for vocal compression. So optimal, just on, if you don't have this option on any other compressor, don't worry about it because this is just a classic compressor style.
And I know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings. And I know that shit kinda hurt that I'm with
the release way too high. You kind of see it's kind of annoying vocal. Let's do way back.
Mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings.
Doesn't sound too
And
good.
I know that shit kinda hurt that I'm with the distance. And I know you really mad, hey, just know I got dreams bigger than Lizzo. I just got my sweater designed straight from Kenzo. I've been and I know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings. And I know that shit kinda hurt that I'm with the distance. And I know you really mad, hey, just know I got dreams bigger than Lizzo. I just got my sweater designed straight from.
So the reason why we're able to, you know, compress so, and actually it sounds really good, like, and this is just with a simple EQ and a compressor.
And I know you mad, you probably not the only one. I've been seeing you on Twitter tweeting all your feelings. And I know that shit kinda hurt that I'm with the distance. And I know you really mad, hey, just know I got dreams.
So a good rule of thumb is to have, you know, the attack around 5 to 10. It really doesn't matter. The numbers, just go with what your ears hear. Don't get so caught up on the attack and release. Kind of go by your ear. And like you just heard that it doesn't, the release never sounds good slow or fast on a vocal. So let's leave it in the middle or mess around it with there and there. But the thing is, you really want to make sure you get the threshold correct. Like if you don't want to compress the smaller words and you're just trying to control these top layers, then you would increase the threshold to only hit these. And since we're in rap music, higher ratio, you know, is going to give you a more controlled, focused vocal. And yeah, that's pretty much all. I mean, I really wanted to just make this video because today I just, you know, I was looking through so many compression videos and I feel like everybody overcomplicated it. And maybe even I did for this video. But just remember, taking a vocal like this and putting it right on top of the beat, focus in its own little space. And that's the best I can explain it right now. Maybe a few months down the line, if I learn more better ways to explain it, I'll definitely make another video. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. You know, it really means a lot. We're growing here. And I'm releasing consistently vocal mixing and mastering tutorials. I'm really, truly passionate about this and helping you guys out. And I'm giving out free vocal presets, so check them out down below. And if you haven't liked this video and hit that thumbs up, please smash that. It helps the YouTube algorithm to make sure that, you know, it shows that, hey, this video is good. It's helping people, so make more like that. And that's how I know to make more videos in this style. This is pretty much like a deep dive on compression. And yeah, that's it for right now. So I will see you guys next video. Peace.